Good morning, guys, and welcome. Brad's trying to run me over here. Well, lovely. You're always in the road, aren't you? Barley dust. We love it. Anyway, where was I? Yes, so we're here in the Barley, and we've got probably about 50-60 hectares left to do. There is a bit of barley on the ground over there, but we'll just leave that, and hopefully somehow it'll magically just put itself in the silo. That's the plan with that. I'm on this thing. JD didn't need much convincing to hop on the header, so he's back on that. If you followed from the last vlog, he had his first go on the header and yeah, did a really good job. So he's back on that for the minute. We are into it for the day. JD's having a bit of fun. We're just got these little strips here that we're just going to tidy off. And yeah, like I said, I think there's probably only 50 hectares or so, which won't take long. And then this header will be probably heading down to it's probably 15 k's away to a place that we do contracting most years. So that will be just the one header going there, and there's barley there which we will continue on with. So that will be happening today. I think we'll be shifting that down there if all's going well. And I think Phil is just progressing on the chickpeas, so yeah, it's just a little bit slow. Got to be super careful there, just with the chickpeas being a short crop, and there are a few rocks and things in that that paddock, so just he's taking his time, being careful there. So other than that, I think we're just everything seems to be going okay, so that's good. Well, thought I might as well do a bit of an update. We're still going here with the barley. Everything's going well. The ACO here is for emergency use only. It's got some fan hub issues again still, so we're just going to use that sparingly. We've got the old comma here out of retirement. Got Uncle Ian's in it, and he's been the trucker. So we're trying to all keep out of the dust because it's not very pleasant. So barley's one of those things that gets itchy, so don't want to do that. But anyway, we'll get this truck loaded. A bit too full at the front, but that's a decent load. So we unloaded 11.5 tonne, so I've still got about 5 tonne in the bin, but that's all right, we can carry that for a bit. It is all going well. I think we've only got, there's not a lot left. It's only from here to the road there, so it's not a lot left at all. So then we'll have to do a bit of shifting around, figuring out what we're doing, and keep you updated. We have a drag race and the comma's winning. So Brad just ducked up to grab a quick load out in the paddock. So yeah, I'm slowly building up a bit of grain in the chaser bin. So he come and got a quick one to help stop that. Don't know if this is going to work, but I'll try and hold it here while I'm concentrating. So the spilt grain there is magically being picked up like we hoped with the 4-in-1 bucket on the Deutz. Brad's just emptying that into the comma. Well guys, I've just come across a very rare occurrence. Dad is in the bin cleaning it out, cleaning out the corners. I don't think I've seen that, but I was a little hesitant because I don't want to be itchy, you know, this younger generation, but he volunteered to go in, so I just wanted to get it on video, get proof. He's a bit more sprightly these days. I just said it's a rare occurrence, so I just wanted it on camera, and that I was a bit hesitant and you pounced at it. I've got to make things happen. Well, guess we can drop the back, and so we're basically the dear old Acco's on its last legs with the fan hub. We don't want that falling off, so it's only running when it absolutely needs to run. Old Faithful over there is going good. The auger here, the main bearing at the bottom has decided to, I don't know, how would you describe the bearing? Come apart, so that, yeah, it's stuffed, but there's a bit of grain leaking out through that. But yeah, we've just been nursing that through, so hopefully that's all. We shouldn't need that auger this harvest, and we've got another one up at the hill anyway. We've got spare ones if we need them, so it's not the end of the world. But we're just getting ready to, yeah, we'll get the header ready and the mother bin there ready to head down to this contract job, so we'll see how it all goes. Well guys, we've got the header all ready to go. We're heading down to this block. So yeah, we are there, and we've probably done 2-3 hours worth yesterday afternoon, last night, and yeah, got about 60-70 tonne off. But I thought, and I'm going to probably be driving the header a good chunk, so it's kind of a little tricky getting different footage and you know, I got my hands full. So this is a property we've done a lot of contract harvesting for over the years, and we are now harvesting the barley, but also running the straw and chaff into these lines here so they can be baled at a later date. And you can see, I'll get where it's a bit thicker. So the thing is, we are cutting a little bit lower to get a little bit more straw, so I've got to be careful there and yeah, pay attention. But yeah, you can see here the nice line of straw there, so got to be really careful not to block up the back of the header. And we did actually last night, just before dinner time, and yeah, that was a bit of fun. JD buried himself up the back to try to unblock it, so he did a good job there. And we just need to make sure we can always see that there's stuff coming out the back. So I'll show you what we've got on the back. It's a little a plate over the spreaders, so obviously the spreaders aren't functioning, but these little angled plates here which catch the straw and chaff, and put them in a line there. Whoa. That's what you like. Bit of dust in the morning. So we've got the chopper disengaged, so that's the thing that usually chops up all the straw and brings them out these veins here and spreads that out, so that's disengaged, so everything's going in that line there. And yeah, it just kind of complicates it a little bit, because you just need to go a little bit lower, and you also need to make sure you don't block it up. But other than that, it's going pretty good. We're just waiting on Brad's I think bringing the compressor, and JD will come down, and yeah, we're going to get this all organised, get this ready to get going again. Well, we are going, and everything's going swell still. We've just with the yield and things, we've been able to sit on about 30 tonne an hour, which isn't too bad. I don't want to push it too much, just with all the material that's got to go out the back. Yeah, I don't want to tempt fate and block up the back again with the yeah, just with the, it obviously creates a restriction in the back when you're trying to lay down the rows there for the baler. But yeah, so we're just poking along nice and comfortably. It's doing a good job. We're sitting at about that 3.5 tonne to the hectare, it seems. That's what it says on the monitor here anyway. And it yeah, nothing really to report. So doing this, you really want to limit your stopping and backing up and that sort of thing, because yeah, it could quite easily, if you're going through a thick patch like this, if you pull up, it'll yeah, it'll hang up in the back of the machine, and yeah, it can't go anywhere obviously. So got to be a little mindful of that. Got to be mindful of the person that's going to be baling it, so I don't want to make it too tricky for him to follow. We ended up bringing the chaser bin down. It was just going to use the chaser bin that's here, but the other header that's here, which is actually Aussie's, who does a bit of mechanicking for us, so he's down the other end here on his I think it's a John Deere 9500, so he's down the front working away there with that other chaser bin, and yeah, just make it a bit easier. And we're just down here with this one, so, and we got the mother bin over here, the Bromar, so that holds 130 tonne of wheat, so that would probably only be 100 tonne of barley or something like that it can hold. So yeah, I think it's all pretty good. It is easier sometimes just to stick with your own operation, just to have your own chaser bin headers. Everyone knows sort of what's going on. We do have the labour available, so yeah, it works out well. So guys, I got a little visitor with me today. So one of my daughters is on here for a couple of hours. This is Clara. She's got a carrot in one hand and a Lemington in the other. So I think that's good parenting. That's a very balanced diet. So she's making a mess but having fun. So we'll yeah, she's going to be with me for another hour or so. Got some books down there, and yeah, we're just having a bit of, you don't actually get to see your kids that much at harvest time, because you usually get home 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night, and then you're leaving a lot of the time before they're out of bed. So, except most of our kids. Most of our kids seem to be up about 6 o'clock every morning, so it's yeah, that you get a bit sick of that, but at least you get to see them in the morning before you take off most of the time. But yeah, it's going really good here actually. The average has gone up. We're at 3.8 tonne to the hectare average, so that's going really well. And and we haven't had any blockages yet. So what I'm doing, you might be able to see in the mirror, I can just see a bit of puffing a bit of chaff out the sides near above the back wheel, and obviously on that side it's all dust, but I'm keeping an eye on that, because if that stops, that means I'm beginning to block up. So yeah, that's just, I've got to pay attention there. But yeah, everything else seems to be going really good. Well guys, it is tea time, so dinner has arrived, and all's been going well, so nothing to report. But what I'll do is I'm going to take the drone and do a little bit of flying. I haven't flown it today. I haven't got any drone footage for this video yet, so I'll take the opportunity to do that, just so you guys can get an idea of where we are. Well guys, I think we'll leave it there for tonight. Yeah, I don't know what to do with the GoPros. They're hopeless at night. They're all fuzzy and not very good image, but the problem is we abuse cameras, and GoPros seem to be the only thing that can handle it. So anyway, it is well and truly into the afternoon. I haven't picked up the camera today, but we've only got a couple of runs left to do, just out to the side here, and then we will be done this job. I think probably would have done close to 200 hectares, yeah, which is a good result. About bit over 20 hours. We did have a couple of little issues this morning. We had a bearing that was about to fail, so we swapped that out, and then we had an actuator that adjusts the sieves. It sort of half collapsed, so we yeah, thankfully we had a spare one that I had to just reassemble off the other header and get going, and yeah, we're able to fix all that up. So yeah, we were held up for probably a couple of hours this morning, but yeah, we're going to get this finished off in good time. So we'll yeah, then I think we'll get ready, blow the headers down, and get ready to transport back to the main farm. And it looks like we might be using this header to do the wheat, the rest of the wheat up at the main farm. Phil's going to be tied up still doing the chickpeas. It's just slow going, obviously wanting to be really careful, so yeah, it's just taking its time there. Well, we're all done. We got the front off. JD's just giving that a quick blow down. Got Brad there, we're ready to do a bit of a convoy, but looking at this, I think we've done 22 hours. Yeah, 22 hours for this block, so that's not too bad. Aussie did, yeah, he probably did 160, 70, 80 hectares or something like that, so yeah, nearly half, and we did the other half, so it worked out well. we made it back to the main shed, and I think we're going to pull the chute off the back, because we're not going to be baling the wheat straw. So yeah, we'll get it all ready for tomorrow, and we'll probably get cracking on the wheat tomorrow. Should be dry enough by now, so that'll be the plan. But I think we'll leave the video here for now. So if you did enjoy it, just make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll catch you in the next one.